All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The Boston Celtics, 18-4. It's not even close. They're the best team in the NBA right now. They just got another win against the Miami Heat last night. And Jason Tatum, Mr. Tatum, 49 points. 49 points. So I know Booker had a good game yesterday as well, but to me, and we talked about this in my Celtics video a couple of days ago, Jason Tatum is my MVP. It really, I guess it's a little close, but like to me, I don't know. Jason Tatum is my MVP, I guess is the point here. The Boston Celtics are now 11-1 at home, and there's several things I'm noticing about this team. And first and foremost, it's the ball movement. They had 32 assists last night, and on a night where Tatum has 49, Brown has 26, I mean, that's 75 points. That's like well over 50% scoring for any team on any given night. There was so much ball movement. It's just pass, pick, pass, pop, pass, bang. We know they're such a good three-point shooting team, but it's no surprise they're the number one offense in the NBA. I mean, you have MVP Jason Tatum, you have his just absolute stud duo. We talked about why they're the best duo in my last video, and Jaylen Brown, and then you have guys like Brogdon chipping in with 20 points. You have guys like, even coming off the bench, but Derek White, Marcus Smart. These are guys who are helping facilitate. What's crazy is Robert Williams isn't even back. Gallinari, hopefully he comes back at some point. That's going to be crazy as well. Before we get any further into this video, though, guys, if you enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post daily NBA and NFL content, and I love talking about the Boston Celtics. All right, 18-4, 11-1 at home. Who doesn't like talking about the best team, the hottest team in basketball? And whether you're a Boston fan or not, like even if you're a rival of Boston, you have to appreciate good basketball. Right? You just have to, and that's exactly what Boston has been playing so far this season. Their one nitpick is defense. They rank 20th in defensive rating right now, but Marcus Smart's a really good defender. I personally think Robert Williams is very good. He's very versatile, and when you're missing either your best or second best defender, your defense in general is going to take a hit. So Robert Williams, he's back, or he's about to be back, I should say, and that should absolutely tear already terrified NBA teams. I mean, if Boston stays healthy and you go into the playoffs, I know we're only a quarter of the way through the season, but you don't want to play Boston. This is the team that made the NBA Finals last year, right? So moving forward, their three-point shooting is just, it's so good. It is literally so good. They have well over 5 players on the roster who are shooting 40% or more from downtown. And it's not even just the starters, man. It's bench players like Peyton Pritchard. It's having guys like Luke Cornett who can do a multitude of different things. Sam Hauser's been shooting unbelievable from downtown. I got a comment on my last Celtics video saying, he's kind of almost what we wanted when we had Gordon Hayward, just not as, I guess, Gordon. I guess when you think of Gordon Hayward, because the way his career started is 20 point per game scorer. So I don't want to use the word budget because that sounds super desperate. And Sam Hauser is not a budget Gordon Hayward, but you get what I'm saying. Just a little lesser of what they wanted from Hayward. Sam Hauser, last night, only played 7 minutes. Kind of was an 8-man rotation against Miami, just riding the hot hands with Tatum and Brown, but. My point is, you have Hauser who's shooting over 40% from downtown. You have Brogdon who's shooting over 40% from downtown. You have Grant Williams who's shooting over 40% from downtown. You have Peyton Pritchard who's shooting over 40% from downtown. And I'm pretty sure Luke Cornett, let's just fact check Luke Cornett because I'm pretty sure he is as well. Luke Cornett, 40% from downtown. Blake Griffin, 40% from downtown. I'll keep going. Derek White, 40% from downtown. Al Horford, 40% from downtown. So this team can shoot lights out, but they also have just insane star power with Tatum and Brown, and they're very well coached by Joe Mazzulla. You can tell these guys are rallying around Joe. You can tell that they want to play for him. You can tell Joe knows what he's doing, and he's getting and garnering that respect that he deserves. But we know once you get into the playoffs, man, there's a couple of important things. I feel like depth goes without saying, but number one, I personally think star power is extremely vital once you get into the NBA Finals, or once you get into the playoffs, I should say, if you're trying to make the finals, if you're trying to win the finals. it's very hard to go back to an NBA team. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head that did not have crazy star power. And by crazy star power, I mean legitimate superstars, either like a superstar and then a star right next to him, or two superstars. Look at Golden State, look at Milwaukee. That's what makes this team so difficult, is on any given night, just in general, regular season or playoffs, you have guys in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown who one of them's going to go off, or I should say one of them's going to just do his thing. Like Tatum last night, 15 of 25, 8 of 12 from downtown, 49 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. But right behind him was somehow a quiet Jaylen Brown, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, did have a bunch of turnovers, but he shot 10-18. Like, if that's a off or bad night from your second best player, that helps you so much. Number 2, it's defense. And I don't even really need to explain how good this team is defensively once they get back to full strength. Once things start to snap and they start to click, you build that chemistry, you build up that rapport with each other. I mean, it's game over. It really is game over, at least in the regular season. It's already kind of game over. This is a very reminiscent team of the last time Boston won a championship, in my opinion, and that ball movement is so critical. It's a huge reason why teams like Golden State have been able to create their dynasty. It's a huge reason why they've been able to win for so long, is ball movement, ball movement, ball movement. Watch a game like, now I'm kind of curious to see when Boston plays Dallas next. Whenever Boston plays Dallas next, I'll make a video on it, but just, take a look out for it, because I guarantee you it's going to be, like, there's clearly levels to this. Dallas is going to run stagnant offense. You're going to have players who are not getting the ball for like 4 or 5 straight possessions, and then once Luka finally passes them the ball on offense, they haven't had the ball in 4 or 5 possessions. So it's like a lot to ask for it. If you play basketball, even if you just play an open gym, think about the fact, like, if you're playing with a guy who is just, and he could be really good, because Luka's really good. He'll just, be chucking up shots, they're going in, and then 5 possessions later, you get the basketball, you take a shot, and you miss, and the guy's like, what the hell? It's like, well, I'm not in the offense. Like, what do you mean, what the hell? There is a hair. Oh, there it is. I'm like, what the hell is that? My point is getting your teammates involved, getting guys like Al Horford, Marcus Smart, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Malcolm Brogdon, Grant Williams, it doesn't matter who's out on the court, actually, just getting these guys involved, getting the ball in their hands, making them into the offense, feel included in the offense, it goes a very, very long way. The little things win these championships. I'm not saying the ball movement wasn't going for Boston last season. Now they have this crazy extra depth. Guys like Malcolm Brogdon, former Rookie of the Year, like, these are big deals, man. They're very big deals. You saw it yesterday. I think it was the 4th quarter, Jaylen Brown. I meant Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has the basketball. They're kind of, he's got 40-something points, so the defense kind of starts to crowd him, right? They're playing in their zone. Miami's playing in their heat zone, and they're all kind of coming to the ball. Passes to Al Horford, wide open Al Horford, bang. Well, imagine if Al Horford didn't have the ball at all for the entire game, and, Tatum was just running ISOs, Brown was just running ISOs, and that was like, the first time Al Horford was taking a 3 for the night. It was the first time he's gotten the ball in 10 possessions. It goes a long way, I guess, is my point here. So hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. If you want more Boston Celtics, comment, show some love down below. And yeah, that's it, man. Peace.